Can we hear? Is the audio good? Everything good? Merry Christmas. There's a lot of people in here already. Perfect. Sorry I had to like prepare because I got nobody here with me tonight to help out. So, you know, we gotta make do. I got my whiskey drink I just made. We got our water, and we're ready to go. All right. I'll be back in. Actually, give me one more second. Be right back. I'll be right back. All right. Boys and girls, how is everybody? I see there's a bunch of people in the chat. Ed, Jerry, what's up, Mark, Ocean State. I see Max is in here. Tons of good people in here already. Hello, Thea. Yeah, guys, so, yeah, welcome. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's having a good day with their, whoever they're with, or, you know, celebrating whatever you're celebrating. There is a giveaway going on, as you guys should already know if you watched yesterday's video. In order to enter the giveaway, it's a little bit different than we normally have done it, but things have changed a little bit. I honestly, I don't know what to do fully. We're going to figure this out as we go, but I had 2 rods to give away to you guys from Ralph, and after Ralph watched last night's video, he contacted me at like 11 o'clock at night. I was already like asleep, and he told me that he wanted me to give 2 more rods away. So we're going to do 2 of each. We'll stick to the 7-foot medium heavies. We'll do 2 spinning and 2 conventional instead of 1 of each. So that's pretty dope. If you guys didn't know the rules already, we only have rules for 2 of the 4 rods. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with the other 2. One of them we should probably do, you know, our normal trivia thing, possibly. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. But I do have these 2 ridiculously beautiful rods. It's really hard to show rods like fully on camera at home. But these are the Crafty 1 rods. This one here is the conventional style. So it is acid wrapped, which is kind of hard. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Acid wrapped. This thing is freaking sweet. 1 to 6 ounces it can handle. Yeah, fantastic fluke rod for somebody. You could hammer to tog with it. I mean, pretty much most of the things we target around here. And again, goes for this one. This one, because it's a spinning rod setup, this one's going to be 1 to 3 ounces. And that's that. So, guys, the rules. The first spinning rod, you need to, on the other video, I mean, I guess you could do it here too if you want. We're not doing a random comment generator, but I'd rather it be on the other video because I'm going to pull up the other video and go through all the comments. You need to tell me, if you win this spinning rod, who you would give it to and why. That's what I really want to know. If you win, who are you going to give it to? I don't want this first spinning rod. It's not a gift for you. It's a gift for you to give to somebody else. Ryan, that's a possibility. Also, guys, Taya just got me this sweet microphone for Christmas. So next time we go live, it's going to sound like super crisp and clean. I just don't have the right plug-in to plug this into the phone that I use to go live, and I don't have a webcam on my big computer. It's a disaster here, folks, but I did use it to do the voiceover in the last video, if you guys heard that, and then obviously we got the another video I've been working on today. which should be out tomorrow or the next day. Then for the conventional rod, guys, the rules on the conventional rod, you need to tell me like a holiday horror story. It doesn't have to even be in the wintertime. In fact, the one that made me laugh the hardest was actually a 4th of July story. So you guys still have time. We're going to hang out for a bit. I'm not going to pick anything for a little bit. I'm going to give you guys time, if you haven't commented already, to go over to the other video, leave those 2 comments. And we also need to figure out what to do about these other 2 rods. Now, I had actually drawn up 4 questions. Merry Christmas, Fernando. Lopez would give it to TK. That's because TK's the man. I would give it to TK. All right, so I have some like the whole like all the ideas for this holiday video. Let's see, what was the questions that I had? Here we go. Okay. So, yeah, I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be good to do another funny one. I had another funny one written down. I want you guys to get a little creative. Comment on the other video. So the link is right here. Let's see, I'll drop it to here as well. Leave your comments on this video. It's right in the live chat for you guys, and it's the first thing. It says enter here in the description of this video. So what I want you to do for the 3rd rod, we'll go with another one of the conventional rods, leaving the spinning rod left. And I think we'll do a trivia for the spinning rod. So Ryan, come up with something good and email it to me, because I won't be able to switch out of the live. Glorious. Okay, so yeah, everybody's got to thank Ralph. Guys, if you don't know about Crafty One Customs, I've been working there like 1 day a week, sometimes 2 days a week. They've been teaching me how to build rods lately. So I've been actually like, you know, learning how to build rods. A couple of my rods just sold the other day. It made me feel really warm and fuzzy on the inside. I'm stoked about it. Ralph is one of the coolest bosses anyone could ever ask for. What's up, Tyler? My dude. My dude. The crappy thing, though, about Crafty and all my other jobs is they're all done. I literally am pretty much unemployed until hopefully tomorrow. I'm going in for my first day at a new job. It's a whole new adventure, so we will inform you more about that in the future. I don't even know if we can talk about. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So again, guys, you got plenty of time. We're gonna hang out here for a half hour to an hour. Get on over to the other video, enter the giveaway. We'll give everybody plenty of time to come on over here. If you guys have to leave the live and we still select you as the winner, we're not going to give it to somebody else. All right. So 3rd rod. This is, I just made this, Tyler. This is a riff on a Manhattan, but instead of full-on bourbon, I used 1.5 ounces of bourbon and then a 1/2 ounce of OFTD plantation rum. It's an overproof rum that is just superb, and that was to add to the flavor of the Jim Beam not being the greatest. So yeah, kind of a riff on a Manhattan still. And I put two dashes of bitters. Guys, if you don't know, the Manhattan is the recipe is 2 dashes of bitters, 1 ounce of vermouth, and 2 ounces of your whiskey. And the reason it's 212 as a recipe is that's the area code of Manhattan, or that's why they call it a Manhattan, because the recipe is the area code of Manhattan. So little trivia for you guys. Ocean State, we'll see you in 45. We'll still be here. We're going to hang out for a bit. I literally am all alone. I've been all alone for the past couple days, just chilling. Chilling like a villain. You know, that video that we put up yesterday took me almost 2 days. Trying to... Oh, shoot. Ryan, that your text popped up. That's good. I like that one. That has like some of the most views that I have on the channel. That, anyways, so Mark, we'll see you in 30. I've seen some great comments so far. I've seen some really good, you know, kind of heartfelt stories about, you know, for the first spinning rod. There's been a couple people comment about the same person, and it's going to be hard for me to stray away from that one person, just because I know how much it would make that person's entire Christmas. But we'll figure it out. It would have been cool to sign these rods before we put the clear coat on them. I should have done that. I can do that every once in a while. Sign some rods. Or come up with like a cool sticker to put on the Crafty One rods that I make. So they say like fishing grubs on them. Not all the time though. Only for like people that request me to make the rod. I actually have a couple rods I'm making for a couple friends. We're making one for Jerry. Jerry ordered a rod. Thing's gonna be dope. And Jimmy ordered a rod from Crafty. We still haven't got his deposit yet, but I told him not to worry about it until I start on the darn thing. Because we're closed for a freaking month. A whole freaking month. Also, guys, I have the mystery tackle boxes from the last giveaway. The kid never claimed them. And I got another one. So I have six mystery tackle boxes. I think I might do a video in the next like day or two, opening them all up and giving pretty much everything that's in them away. I haven't really been bass fishing too much, so, and I know some of you guys, you know, still bass fish all the time, so we might as well fucking hook somebody up, right? And I think it'd be a fun video to open 6 of those things all at the same time. That'll be fun. Mark said I can still sign them on clear tape. I don't need any more rods, Tyler said. Tyler, one of them you can win for somebody else. So again, let's go over the rules, guys, in case you're just joining us. We miss your rat videos. I know, James. It's tough. It's tough. I miss them too, dude. It's been a while. It's been a while. So this is the spinning rod here. Crafty One spinning rod. We're going to give away 2 of these today. One of them we're going to give away through trivia. 7-foot, medium heavy. This one here we're giving away to whoever tells me the, you know, most heartfelt story of who they would give this rod to and why. That's what I want to know. If you win it, who are you giving it to? And why? And, you know, I want it to be somebody that really actually deserves it, guys. Not just your brother because he's your brother, you know? Although that'd be cool if nobody else commented and you won. So this is the conventional. Again, oh, Jesus. Again, the conventional here is acid wrapped. Good stuff. Fantastic, wonderful rod. And we're gonna do 2 of those. So every comment, just leave a comment for each answer, if that makes any sense. So for one of the conventionals, let me know in the funniest way possible why you deserve that rod. That's what I want to know. And then for the second one, tell me your holiday horror story or your most embarrassing holiday moment. And it doesn't have to be It doesn't have to be Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, so I don't want to exclude anybody because they don't celebrate a crappy holiday. Sorry, I'm not a big holiday guy. So, but I do love to give back to all of you guys, and you know, now is a better time than any. And so, anyways, give me some like dirt. I saw a really good one from Jerry today. Really good one from Jerry today. I did laugh out loud alone. Pretty stoked. Pretty stoked about the stories. I'm surprised. Why is Tay yelling at me? What did I say? I'm surprised we haven't got more. Look at me, or I don't. Look at me? I'm so confused. Anyways, you just totally took me off track. Took me off track, Taya. Anyways, yeah, no, so the, whatever. Totally threw me off. Sign up for the freaking giveaway. Cheers. This is actually great. The OFTD is so good. Have you guys ever heard of that stuff? Let me go grab the bottle. I'll show you. Y'all be right back. I have the bottle for you. Okay. This is the plantation OFTD. This stuff is freaking phenomenal. If you see this in the store, it is overproof, so don't freaking go crazy with it when you're making drinks. You don't need much of it. The flavor that this thing will add to basically any stirred cocktail or any cocktail in general is phenomenal. No, I'm not doing a shot of OFTD. If I do a shot of anything, it's going to be like whiskey that's regular proofed, not 70 proof stuff. Thank you. Mo, Danny, Mo and Dan, are you guys hanging out? Also, congratulations, Mo. Our boy Mo of the Hood Toggers just had a little baby girl. Huge congrats to Mo. You are the man, Mo. You are the man. You know, there's somebody that I think deserves this rod more than anybody. If they come in here and tell the story of why they deserve the rod, I think that would win. It'd be hard for me to say no. So if anybody knows Mr. Tommy Lee, you should text him and tell him to tell the story of why he deserves one of these rods, because that might take the cake. Especially to hear his version, because mine's probably different. All right. I think we got some more people in here, so we'll just go over the rules again. Guys, we're giving away 4 freaking rods today, thanks to Ralph from over at Crafty. One of them, you're going to need to know your Grubs trivia. Ryan already sent me the question. Our boy Ryan always comes up with a good trivia question, so thank Ryan for that. He is the freaking man. So, 1 rod trivia, 2nd rod, the other spinning rod, because the first spinning rod's going to go through trivia. The other spinning rod, you need to tell me, if you win the spinning rod, who you're going to give it to and why. And it needs to be it better be a good story, because I got some people that have already dropped some really good stories of people that really deserve the rod. So we're gonna need to know that. Then we have the 2 conventional rods. All 4 of them are going to be medium heavies. The 2 conventional rods, 1, you need to tell me in the funniest way possible why you deserve the rod. And if I laugh really hard while reading the comments, you'll win. And you guys have to comment on the video that says, it says enter here down below in the description of the video. And we're going to also put it right here in the chat. Just go to that video, leave your comment. I want all the comments on one video. It'll just be so much easier for me to see and you know, flip through. Usually we do that because of the YouTube comment generator, but today we're actually, you know, we're picking these videos based on the, like, me laughing, pretty much. Me laughing or me wanting to, like, melt because my heart just melted. That's, you know, the spinning rod, you have to melt my heart. The other two, you have to make me laugh. I laugh, I lose a rod to you guys. That's that. Oh man, you two are too cute. Kinsley and Tyler sitting in a tree on Christmas. Yeah, dudes. What's going on in the world of Crafty? You guys gotta see this thing I got for the van. So we had one of our subscribers that was on the wisecracking video we just put up a couple, like, last week or so. We went out with the wisecracking, we hammered him, and our boy Steven was just slaying. And at one point in the video, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but he almost lost his rod overboard, and Captain Johnny saved his rod, and it was hilarious. And so, you know, fast forward like a week and a half later, I put up the video. He sees it, loves it, and sees, like, the whole van thing going on as well, and hits me up and goes, I want to donate to the van. Because, you know, I almost lost that rod, and I want to donate to the cause. Your videos are great, you know, so on and so forth. He's like the sweetest dude ever. And so he sent me some, like, a Venmo, and I was able to go on to Amazon and get this freaking crazy contraption, which is my new rear view mirror that I have to install on the van. So now I'm going to be able to see everything behind me, no matter what we do to the van. Like, we could build the van up completely, like, cover every window, and we're still going to see freaking everything behind us with this crazy contraption. And it sucks not having a backup camera on something that big after you're, like, kind of used to them. I mean, I'm still getting by just fine, but this is just going to make life so freaking easy. This is the backup camera. It's waterproof and all that. No, that one's 2 something, not 4K. It's 2K. And then the one in the front, this one's like 4K. So that is, it's got some, like, GPS thing. We're going to hook it up. Jerry's going to help me, or I'll kill him. Right, Jerry? Also, we had a buddy, subscriber, hit me up. They said they're moving to California. They're nearby and wanted to donate a couple tanks. And, like, I don't really have, like, room for tanks, but it was so dope I couldn't say no. So I went and got it today, actually. You guys can see this thing real quick. It's pretty sick. And it needs some love, but, like, there's some really cool fish in there. Oh. Hold on. Some really cool fish in there. So, pretty stoked about it. Definitely needs some love. And the filter doesn't work. And, you know, it hasn't been taken care of in a little bit, but we are going to make that thing hopefully look pretty nice. We have 2 more as well that like just tanks, smaller ones, little micro tanks. Maybe we'll do something with them. Maybe like not like a fish tank. Maybe do something for like a newt or a salamander. I go over at Fred's house a lot, and Fred and Connor both have like a bunch of crazy shit. Is Tommy here? Did Tommy comment? Da-da-da. Ho-Ho Dirt Rag, miss you. Who's Ho-Ho Dirt Rag? Is that Tommy? Oh, no, that's Mo. No, Tommy never came in. You're crazy. You're crazy, Jerry. Tommy does have a funny story of why he would deserve that other conventional. It would be really funny. And I could tell the story anyways, if he doesn't comment later after we do the giveaway and shit. But yeah, I don't really know much about the fish that are in this tank over here. I need to figure some stuff out. Definitely got some work ahead of me. Merry Christmas, Richie. Merry Christmas to everybody. Carl, John, everybody. I freaking love all of you. You just got to know that. Also, I hate, like, before live, I, like, dread going live. And every time I go live, I have fun. Because you guys are friggin' awesome. I don't know why I dread it. Just, like, it's awkward. It's different than making a video, I guess. I'm just so not used to it. Back when I was doing it all the time, you know, I was definitely in the swing of things. We should start going live once a week again. But I always do go live just for giveaways, and I just don't have things to give away every week, you know? But we do have all these frickin' mystery tackle boxes to give away, so we'll do that next week. I also need to do a top 10 catches of the year video. Last year, that took me freaking forever, and I was like crunching to get that done before January 1st. So I definitely want to do that again. That'll be the 3rd year we've done that, because we have some really cool catches from this year, man. I was actually looking back on it, and although this was a rough year for me, financially and mentally, it's been great fishing. You know, we've got some freaking amazing fish. So if I win, I would look just like Todd catching Tog. Nice, Carl. Guys, if you do want to enter the giveaway, you have to comment on the other video. I just need those comments all in one spot, or I'm just never going to see them. Because when we go to actually do it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my computer screen over here. We're going to freaking go onto the surprising strangers with the rods and reels. We're going to go onto here. We're going to load all the comments. We got like 92 comments right now. And we're going to like go through and, you know, see if they're in the giveaway. If it's just a regular comment, we're just going to kind of breeze through it and whatever. And then if it's a story of why, you know, if it's part of the giveaway, if it's one of the, you know, things that you need to comment, we're going to go ahead and read it out loud here and figure it all out. And I'll keep some notes as we're doing it on this note and this handy dandy notepad that Thea gave me. Fantastic. So again, guys, I don't know if we got people coming in and out. I'm sure. I'm not 100% sure, but that's usually how things go. So if you're just getting here, the 4 rods that we're giving away, you need to comment on the other video. Your you know, each rod has a different comment that you need to leave to get entered into each rod's different giveaway, except for one. The first spinning rod we're going to give away via trivia, and we'll probably do that at the end. We usually do trivia last. The second spinning rod, we're going to give away to the person who can tell me, oh, there he is. There he is. Tommy, we were talking about you. Listen to the rules. I think a story that you could tell would very, very much apply to what we're doing here today. I'm sorry to like ruin that for all of you guys, but you got to come up with better stories than Tommy, and he's got a freaking good one. So, anyways, back to the rules. So the first spinning rod, again, we're just going to go over it again because I saw Tommy just came in. The very first spinning rod, you got to win that via trivia. The second spinning rod, you need to tell me, and this is in the other video, okay? So if you're going to enter, you're going to go to Surprising Strangers with Rods and Reels. The link to that is in the description of this video. It says enter here and then has the link. And then we're going to put it right in the chat so all you MFers can see it. Right, chomp. So, okay. Link's there. Go over to the link in the description. And to win the other spinning rod, you need to tell me, if you win it, who you would give it to and why. And it better be good. I want some heartfelt stuff. This one's not funny. The other two, you know, I want you to have fun with it. I want you to make me laugh. I want you to make everybody that's listening laugh. That's the friggin' point. But for the first one, for this spinning rod, I want it to be special. Like somebody that really freaking deserves it. Like more than anyone you know. You know, fan of the channel type of stuff that, like, you know, is deserving of the rod more than anyone you could possibly think of. That's really what we're looking for. Okay, number 2, we have 2 conventional rods, and Tommy, I know you haven't gotten to see these yet, you just got here, but these are acid wrapped. They're the Ocean Blanks by Crafty 1, 7-foot medium heavies with the custom paint jobs on all of them, so every single one of them is a one-off. They're dope. So the 2 conventional rods, each, you know, for each entry, just leave a different comment on the video for me, just so it makes it easier on my brain when we're going through. You need to tell me for the first one, be funny. I mean, it's got to be a funny story. You need to tell me why you deserve this rod, Tommy. Why you deserve this rod. And make sure you leave the comment in the other video so it's easy for me to see. If you leave it in like the chat or anything, I might not even, the chat just keeps going, so I might not even see it. I'm not going to go back into that or anything. But let me know in, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Boom. Go over to that video. It's the last video we put up. And just leave a comment why you deserve this rod. Tell me why you deserve it. And it better be freaking hilarious. Because whoever makes me laugh the hardest or really deserves it the most is going to win. Or makes everybody laugh the hardest. That's kind of like the whole... That's why I want Tommy to tell the story. Because it's terribly hilarious. And then... and we still haven't paid him back for that. So it'd be perfect. So then the other one, you need to tell me your holiday horror story. And, you know, I'm a bit of a bah humbug. I'm not really into holidays of any kind. So it doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be friggin' Kwanzaa. It could be 4th of July. It could be your goddamn birthday, because I hate birthdays too. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever, just tell me the horror story. Like what, like it, and it doesn't have, it could be like super embarrassing to you. It could be like some freaking, like somebody told me like my family is the greatest. Like nothing bad's ever happened. I'm like, bullshit. You've been in holiday traffic. Like it doesn't even have to be Christmas. You've gone to the mall and like something shitty's happened because it's freaking, people are just ridiculous during the holiday season. Let's be real. You all have stories. I want to hear them. I want to laugh. Because I'm Scrooge, and that's just that's how it's gonna be. Damn it. So this was all kind of Ralph's idea, guys. If you didn't know, if you didn't watch the last video, he gave me 4 rods. There are brand new ocean rods. They're the blanks, the ocean blanks, and he gave me one of each one, and he said, "I want you to give this away on your channel. My wife and I love watching, and I want to be able to help you out." And give back to the fishing community. He loves giving to the fishing community. Let's be honest, Ralph is like the sweetest dude in the freaking land. So he told me I had to do it in like a fun and creative way. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, how can we do this that's like different? I always do just like for my giveaways, I'm like random comment generator, freaking done. And that way it's like, I don't like picking favorites, I always feel weird about like picking somebody's comment. I've never done this before. I always use the random comment generator because I think it's fair. But I thought this could be fun and funny. And this was like my first idea that I had, was to do it this way. But then I thought about it overnight, and I woke up the next day and I was like, dude, it'd be so cool to actually give rods to people like live. Like go on a party boat. Every time you're on a party boat, you see somebody that has a rod, you're like, that dude needs a new rod, Or you see a little kid that like obviously he's just getting into fishing. You can make his whole like fishing like life by giving him something like that. You know what I mean? And so that's what we did. We went on the island current. Ralph actually gave us freaking reels and spooled us up with line, like the whole 9 yards. And then Scotty, our boy Scotty, bought 2 of the Christmas boxes that I personally put together. Because like with the Christmas boxes at Crafty, you spend $50, you get 50 something dollars worth of lures, and then like some knick-knacky stuff, like a hat and shirt and pens and things like that. So, and it's handpicked by us, so we get to have fun with it. And so Scotty got 2 of those, and we gave this little kid that was on the boat with his dad. His dad was like, I was like, before they like first got there, and Scott and I looked at each other and we were like, yes, hopefully this kid's not like a dick to his parents, because like that kind of stuff can happen. And he was the quietest kid in the freaking land. I think he said like 2 words the whole time, and I don't think I heard either of them. And I think most of them were like, thank you. Sweetest kid. And I was talking to his dad, and I said, does he have his own setup? And he was like, no, he always uses my stuff. And I was like, yes. So like that was a lock. And that was like right before we even left the dock. I was like, this is golden. And then we get going, and everybody was in the cabin, and I took a freaking flashlight and went around the whole boat and was like looking at everybody's setup. I had a couple like pens, but they were like okay, I mean, fine, not great, but okay. And then I found a Field and Stream rod, and now to me, when I see Field and Stream, I just think like not like inexpensive. It's gonna be it is what it is. And so I was in my head like Field and Stream, Field and Stream. It was the only rod in the boat that was like stood out to me like that. And then I went back to look at it and film it, and it said Muskie Special. And I had been using a big swim bait rod for like the exact same stuff, and it worked fine. It wasn't great, but it worked. And you're using something that's like a specific rod for a specific thing. Muskie rods are built for muskie and throwing muskie lures, and they're fantastic, but they are what they are. And so was my like swim bait rod. And then I recently got a Black Widow 300, which we got to do a review on. The thing's freaking phenomenal. It's a little stiff, but it's perfect for what we were doing that day, at least. And it's like it's a night and day kind of thing. So I was like, I have to give this guy the rod. And I didn't even know what he looked like. I had no idea who he was. And then we freaking, Scotty and I went up to give it to him. I don't know if you guys saw the video. It was hilarious. But I went to give it to the guy, and Scott got held up by some other, I think it was Woodsy, like bending over doing shit. And Scott had the microphone and the camera in his hand and like couldn't get to me, and then saw a freaking like seagull in the distance like right next to the boat with like a beautiful background, and instead of filming me giving the rod to this dude, he starts filming the damn seagull. And I was like looking at the footage after, and I was like, God damn it, Scott, I'm gonna kill you. Oh boy, Scotty boy. Oh man, Loomis musky rod for, yeah. I mean, the musky rods are great, they are, but you know, a musky rod versus something that's like, you know, literally, you know, made for that shit. Plus, we had the Jigging World Euros or something. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I bet I pronounced it wrong yesterday, and Dan gave me a bunch of hell. But we paired it with a really nice reel, and it just felt great to be able to give back. And that's, you know, that's obviously what we're freaking doing here tonight, ladies and germs. So make sure you go over to the other video if you're not entered already. Get your asses over there, enter. We're as soon as I finish this beverage here, and I got like a couple sips left. I don't have any assistance this evening. I'm going to go whip one more up. It should take but 2 minutes. And then we'll get into it. We'll get into the giveaway. I would like to know, you know, from you guys too, as we're doing the whole thing and reading the comments out. Kind of take notes, especially if you didn't enter. And no, it's not Buffalo Trace. I couldn't find any Buffalo Trace. I made myself a weird Manhattan Taylor. By the way, Merry Christmas, Taylor. And Smoking Joe. And Elias, I don't need the rod, just need to know, just want to hear the stories. Merry Christmas, brother. I love that shit. I want to hear the stories too. That's like why I did this. And I'm surprised I didn't get as many freaking comments as I was expecting. So hopefully this whole live thing and giving you guys plenty of time to get over there. If you didn't see it already and didn't enter, you can go ahead and do that. Because also I'm very, very surprised. This is probably the first giveaway I've done that hasn't had the freaking text me instead of my name and then a phone number telling people to text them that they won. That shit, that like, I don't know, it's like a bot that like comes in, and anytime they see a giveaway, they like, they come in hard and start commenting on your shit. I always just report them, and I'll have like you guys texting me being like, hey, I just want to let you know, and I love that, by the way. Usually I've already caught it because I check my YouTube app a lot, but the frickin' it's super annoying, and definitely thank you guys for all of that. Paul, what's up, bub? Taylor, I don't know if you've ever seen this shit before, but I only put a half on, so I made myself a Manhattan. This is a Manhattan. I put it on the rocks because I like a little bit of dilution, and I like it to be cold because I'm a little bitch. But I took half an ounce away from the bourbon in my Manhattan. So I went 2-1-2, but instead of my first two, I did 1.5 of the Jim Beam, and then I put in this OFTD by Plantation. This shit is absolute fire. Fire! 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 Like fire. Yeah, Plantation rum is phenomenal rum, and the OFTD is the old-fashioned traditional dark. And there's like another, people say it stands for something else, like something, and the F is the F-bomb. I can't remember. Patrick always has to tell me. I'm always like, oh, Patrick, what was that thing again? And he tells me. There's just certain things my memory does. I have to know so many things, and my brain is not photographic, but I still retain a lot, especially for as much as I freaking put in there. And but my boy Patrick, John, don't ever say that again. We don't do Long Island iced teas on this channel or on any bar. I just refuse. I don't refuse. I'll still make it for people, but I always try and say no. But anyways, you messed me up with the goddamn Long Island iced tea. But you know, I not drinking, but you know, drinks in general was my jam, baby. Before the whole fishing thing really took hold. Really took hold. I'm doing great, Paul. I'm a bitch about my cocktails there, John. I worked in a very, very hoity-toity bar, if you will, making some crazy shit, so I'm a little bitch. I'm all cocktail bitch. Guys, I'm going to smash this, and then... That's funny. That was one of the trivia questions. Which one? I only saw one. Belinda was timed out by Max. Why was Belinda timed out? Belinda's hilarious. Oh. You gotta watch out. Max is coming after you. Max is coming to yeehaw! Ralph is the best. If anyone... Ralph is definitely the best, guys. My bad, bro. Was that an accident, Max? Yes. That's why I made you a moderator, my dude. I should make Belinda a moderator, too, so we can't do that, because homie's here all the time. I make too many moderators. I basically, if you're here all the time commenting, that's how it kind of goes. Give me a minute. I'm going to make myself a quick beverage, and then we're going to give some gosh darn rods away. We've been here for 45 freaking minutes. I've given you guys plenty of gosh darn time to enter into the giveaways. So, Fernando, gosh darn it, you're the best. Tommy, if your story's bad, I'll just retell it, bro. I'll tell it in my words. So again, guys, we're giving away these Crafty One ocean rods. I got 2 of each to give away. The conventionals we're giving away, and the spinnings we're giving away. They're both 7-foot medium heavies. Go over to the other video that is linked in the description of this video. We're also going to put it right here in the comments, or in the live chat. I'm not going to pass out, homie. I'm not even buzzed yet. I had 1 drink. I don't really drink, though, so after the next one, I might. But as of right now, I've zero effect. Okay, so for the conventionals, I need you guys to go over to the other video and let me know the first one. Tell me in the funniest way possible, the best story possible, why you deserve this rod. And it's got to be good. It's got to be real. It can't just be like, cause my, it's like a pinky. It's like a little innie. I don't care, We're all built differently. But you need to tell me why you deserve this freaking rod, and let me know. And it's gotta make us all laugh. It's not just me, but everybody in this freaking chat. We're all here right now to hear fricked up stories. Why do you deserve this rod? I need to know why you deserve it. Next, you need to tell me, to win the second one of these conventionals, I need a horror story from any holiday. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your freaking birthday. I said it before. They're all the same to me. They're all worthless. I'm just not a holiday guy. And that's why we're here giving stuff to you guys. But you need to tell me, I don't care. Like somebody, like I said earlier, some dude told me, one of the comments is, my family's perfect. It's like, okay, sure, for one. Two, there's a lot more that goes on in the holidays than you interacting with your family. In fact, I'm sure every one of you has been to the mall at one time or another and been like, I can't believe this disaster that's happening right now. Or been stuck in holiday traffic and had to take a shit and then pooped yourself or something. You know, I need to hear some funny shit. That's what we're here for. And then the spinning rod. You know, the spinning rod, we have two, one of which you need to tell me who deserves it. If you win, who you would give it to and why. And this one doesn't have to be funny at all. In fact, I would like it not to be funny. I would like you to, you know, actually make something meaningful of this one. You know, feel a little mushy inside, and tell me who deserves this rod more than anyone else. You know, somebody that's like some avid watcher of the channel that just, you know, like it hits home that this person deserves it more than anyone else, and I want to know why. And then we're gonna do a trivia for the last one to give the real fans here a chance at winning a rod, because we freaking love you guys. So I'll be back. I'm gonna make myself a drink. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Yes, sir. That's how you stir a drink, folks. Also, if you shake any frickin' beverage that doesn't have citrus in it, you're a piece of garbage. Garbage. And that's right. I'm talking about you. Yeah, you 007. James Bond's a piece of shit. Those are the sleigh bells coming. Boy! Let's give these rods away, folks. All right, so I don't really know how to do this, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to pull the other video up. You guys all had enough time, right? We're fucking doing this. So we're going to pull the other video up. I'm going to I don't know what to do. Did it work? What happened? You guys there? Can you see it? Can you see me in the booth? No 007V. No, fuck James Bond. Sorry. So, excuse my French. It's a piece of shit. I do love Sean Connery though. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do the shaken not stirred. It's the silliest thing. That's you're over diluting, and you're changing the viscosity of the goddamn drink where it should be like viscous and thick and beautiful. You know, like that's why you stir it, so that you dilute it and cool it without changing the whole like makeup of the booze. It's all booze. It should have that like mouthfeel of booze, not be like a fucking pillow. And that's what happens when I drink. My F-bombs start coming out. I didn't swear for like freaking almost an hour, guys. Golly. What are we doing here? Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it all. Okay, we need to go into my channel. We're going to go into the Christmas giveaway, surprising strangers with stuff. We're going to pause it because like we don't need it running. And let's go through the comments. So sort by newest first. I want to see the newest first. So Peter, Merry Christmas. Carl. Okay, I forgot. We're going to need this notepad to see, because I already got a couple contenders. We're going to wait till the end to read those comments. I'll go like straight past those ones. The ones I've already read like alone. I'm sure that's why I did newest first, so I can see everything I haven't even seen yet. And you guys can see my reaction live to these comments. Okay. Carl. If I was to win a rod for somebody else, I don't have anyone in mind at the moment. I would end up giving it to a younger fisherman just getting started. That's good. That's good. Not going to cut it, Carl. I gotta be cutthroat because there's already like stories. You know, I'm not trying to be a wiener or anything, but I've heard some stories already. There's people in mind. There's one specific person in mind that is on. It's gonna be hard to convince me otherwise. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Shut up, Todd. Okay. Todd, here we go. From Danny. First dinner date story. Let's also, we're going to quickly like all of these. First dinner date story. Back in the day, we had car service, like today's Uber. We make the date, tell my girl, who's now his wife, I will get the car. We can go drink and eat. Call the service, car shows up with an old man in the back. Driver says, you mind sharing the ride? Oh, this is before the whole ride service thing. Me being me, of course, it's a great night out with the driver says, you mind sharing the ride? Me being me, of course. It's a great night out with a beautiful woman. I'm sky high happy. 2 minutes into the ride, I smell a horrible smell. My dungarees feel wet. Old dude shat through his golf shorts all over my legs. At the time, I was a college football player, great shape. I yell, stop the fucking car. I get out, start running home. Grandma meets me at the door, say, what the hell happened? I had to jump back in the shower, get dressed. I hear my nan saying, what, did you get nervous? And I said, no, Nan, some old man shat on me. I made it to dinner. My wife still loves this story. Still together. Just remember, shit happens, move on. That is freaking hilarious. I wish it was not a date. That's just not a holiday, Danny. That's the best story ever. You should have saved that shit. Literally. But I'm putting you down. That's like you definitely made probably everybody listening laugh. That's freaking gold. I've told this story before, but the reason why Duke's name is Duke is about 2 hours after I got him. He was 5 months old, 50 pounds already, and I was walking behind my ex-wife now. She was walking him in front of me. I was wearing flip-flops. He had no manners because he probably just had a backyard to run around in all the time and poop wherever he wanted. And so without me noticing, he quickly squatted right in the middle of the sidewalk and took a shit right on my foot. And his name was Buddy, but we quickly changed it to Duke. But there is some more to that story as well, but that's he shit all over my foot, which is great. By the way, guys, I'm in this other video, so I can't see the chat unless it pops up and I read it real quick, but I do not have reflexes like that. We're gonna be in on this thing for a little bit, so moderators, make sure you take care of any unwanted comments. Just kidding. Okay. Elias the Reaper. Honestly, through the years, fishing has let me find friendship, humbled me, has made me feel intense emotion. There's always that one that got away. I don't have my gear anymore after moving from my childhood neighborhood. Die-hard fan. And these videos you make are close to home, literally. Growing up in the ocean states taught me ways of times of old. Fishing was and has been my life for so long. This rod would make me feel wholesome. I keep it on my wall to remember all of the times when I was young in support. We've given each other through YouTube. I like that, Elias. It was supposed to be funny, though, bud. Elias. Rod 3. Rod 2. Okay. I'm assigning each comment. Each rod's going to have a number so I can remember when I go back and look at my notes. Belinda, if I won the rod, I'd use it for fish in the oceans. Tyler, if I win, I'll give it to Max. He's passionate about fishing and shows support on this channel every chance he gets. Happy holidays, everyone. Max, that's one for Maxie. And I've seen a couple comments for Max before we went live today. And I got to tell you, Maxie is very, very deserving of this rod in a lot of ways. And I just got to say, Max, I freaking love you, bud. And Danny, Max's dad, you guys are two of my favorite people that I've never met. I just got to say that. And we definitely got to get together soon. So, Max, one vote for Max already there. And that's for rod number 1. We'll call that rod number 1. Okay, we're gonna save Tommy's. We're gonna save Tommy's for later. I'm gonna skip over Tommy's. Pedro says, just watch a live stream. I want to say I don't deserve the spinning rod since I have the works, regardless of its limitations. I do believe my little brother deserves it since he has grown to be extremely passionate about the sport. Loves to watch videos every single day when he gets home from school. I would always want to get him into fishing since my father and I would go fishing together as our favorite pastime. As a child, he showed no interest until unfortunately my father passed away from COVID. You know, I know quite a few dads that passed away during COVID. That is super unfortunate, Pedro. I used fishing as a way to get my brother away from home and for him to clear his mind. 13 at that point, my brother still uses my father's old heavy conventional rod with the Shakespeare reel he bought for $5 at a flea market with money that he made working with my mom and myself on the weekends with their landscaping business, which was what my father left for me and my family. I would truly appreciate if I could help him get a better rod for him and never fall out of love with fishing. He's now 15. Pedro, holy shit. That's a good one, bud. For rod 1 for Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Those are the kind of stories we were looking for, guys. That definitely hit me in the feels. You know, one of our good friends, Scotty, lost his dad through COVID as well. It ain't cool, man. This whole thing's been a disaster. So Pedro, much love to you and your brother, regardless of what goes on today. I think you guys are fucking awesome, and thank you for being here. Smoking Joe. Speaking of vans, on Halloween, while driving home down Hog Trough Road, I came across a flock of crows. Well, not actually a flock, more like a herd of them crossing the road. Weird. Farmer was calling them from one field to another. Needless to say, I could not stop in time. I didn't hit the cow hard. What? Cows. I said crows. Wow. I saw the flock, and it just made me think of birds. God damn it. Smoking Joe. You made me look like an idiot. All right, so I came across a shitload of freaking cows. The farmer was calling them from one road to the other. He couldn't stop in time. He didn't hit the cow hard, but hard enough to knock him down. She got back up, kept going while I got out, picked up the pieces of my grill. So next time you're traveling down the road looking for pigs, make sure you watch out for the cows. Oh my God, you made me read that out loud. God. You're gonna be canceled, Smoking Joe. Gosh darn it. Oh man, that was funny just because he got me to say that out loud. Fuck. Oh my God. What am I gonna do with you guys? Smoking Joe, that's a 10 points. Smoking Joe. That's for rod number 2 with the funny stories. Guys, I need you to help me with this. I'm going to refresh. So go over to the video that we're on right now. If one of these stories stands out to you more than the other in any of the categories, please like it. And I'll go back and that'll be a good way for me to get your votes on the whole thing because I'm not in the chat. I can't really see what you guys are saying right now. So if you guys go over and like these things, it'll be a lot easier for me to figure out who we should give these rods to via your votes. You know, this is a democracy, damn it. All right, L. Huey. Horror story. God, look, these are my favorites. I was hoping for more of these things. Christmas Vacation, baby. about 10 years ago in Honolulu. Oh my God. I've been there. Diamond Head Volcano was going to walk the trail. Been there. It's funny, I got in a fight with my ex-wife and walked from our apartment that was like clear on the other side of Honolulu all the way to Diamond Head, to the top of Diamond Head, and then all the way back to the apartment. And it felt freaking awesome. But anyways, Diamond Head Volcano, walking the trail, just parked and got out. Some people came to the parking lot, said some crazy huge Hawaiian guy came out of the trail fully naked on that Hawaiian drug. Is that meth? Probably. We saw him and got back in our car. He beat on the hood of one of the vehicles and dented it. Next, we see the guy running towards the building. This is all naked, by the way. Next, we see the guy running towards some buildings, and we hear gunshots. He strong-arm pulled the security guard's gun and shot him. Ooh, that's not funny. Police were called, and about 50 police cars show up, flying in the crater. Holy shit. First officer did shoot this man, but not dead due to the drugs he was on. Holy, that's fucked. Oh, that's crazy, Huey. Oh my God. Holy shnikes. I mean, that funny and holy, it got a little scary at the end. Oh my God. Whew. Which rod was that? That's Horror Stories, rod 2. My goodness gracious. Whew. Ocean State Fishing. He deserves this rod. And he deserves the rod. Why? One evening, I was on the boat with 2 girls I met at the bar the night before. We were headed out of the rough breachway, and fuck, one falls over the rail. We left her onto the fishing spot with the other chick. Let go of my fishing rod on a cod, so I pushed her off and returned to shore with 29 beers out of my 30-pack and a smile on my face. What the dude? That did not happen, but I love the story. And if that did happen, you do deserve the rod, because you're an animal. God damn it. Go vote for Ocean State, guys, because he's, he throws people overboard. That was funny. if I mean, in the summertime, if you're close to shore, whatever. All right, Carl. I deserve the rod because the rod I had from Walmart broke into 10 pieces while setting it on a 3-inch sea bass. Then I dropped the whole rod over the side because my hands were wet from crab slime. Jeez Louise. That's 3. You guys are ridiculous. John said I would give it to Fishing Fanatics local group. They do a youth tournament every year. Lots of giveaways for the kids. Carl said need to be able to look like Todd with a new rod. Todd the Bod, they call me. I don't know if you guys... I literally looked up perfectly in time. I don't have the chat open, but I looked up perfectly in time to see Jacob's text. Jacob, you've won nothing! You didn't comment on the other video. I don't see any comments. If you want to know the rules, we'll go over them real quick. Maybe I'll refresh this darn thing once we're done going over all these comments. The first one, you need to tell me, leave a comment, Jacob, on the other video. It's linked in the description. So you need to tell me, 1, who you would give the rod to and why. 2, why you deserve the rod and you have to make me laugh. 3, you need to tell me your holiday horror story and I must crack up. And all the rest of these MFers listen and have to crack up too. Because I want everybody to go over to this damn video and like the comments that you think are the funniest. Gosh darn it. I just fucking threw the pencil again. I told you guys I don't drink much anymore. And you got me buzzed. So there's, the F-bombs are coming. The F-bombs are coming. John says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, John. Gosh darn it. I freaking love you. Pilos MC. Worst holiday story. These are my favorite ones. I just want to let you guys know the holiday story, freaking horror stories are my favorites. I got like a million of them, but we're not going to go over any of them. My worst holiday experience was during Christmas. F Christmas. It's made up. Santa Claus is like a freaking part of your brain or some shit. Like, it's all fucked up. Anyways, went upstairs to buy last minute gifts with my brothers. Started snowing horribly on our driver over the outlets. We arrived and all the last minute gifts were bought. Well, that sucks. Always happens. On our way back home, the blizzard took a horrible turn and it got bad. 30 minutes from home, our car brakes decided to freeze, or I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, it sounds like one of my cars. They stopped working. So my brother had to drive the car into a pile of snow to the side. Lost control of the car. We stood there at least 6 hours waiting for help. Tow truck had to tow us out of the pile. Thank God the car turned back on. Luckily, we were on our way home. So you actually got out of that shit and drove home? You were the lucky MFer. Pilos. That's a good one. I love the holiday horror stories. I got into a car accident on Thanksgiving. I was driving home from my aunt's house down a road I used to bomb every single day. I knew every nook and cranny of that freaking road. I had my first car was a Buick Century. It was super wide and like I would bomb that road. Then I got a new vehicle, and it was like weeks into having this vehicle. It was a Mercury Topaz, tiny little thing. I was driving it back from Thanksgiving, not going fast at all, and I used to bomb this freaking road. Bomb this road. Like, bomb it every day. I hit a patch of black ice, lost control of the car, got it back the other way, then got it back the other way, then got it back the other way, looked at my buddy, told him I was sorry, hit a freaking tree, and got launched out of the vehicle into barbed wire and snow and broke my freaking pinky toe. My pinky toe is still fucked up. It wasn't my like actual toe. It was like the bone right on the knuckle. And then I have this badass scar right here. That's from the barbed wire. That's one of my shitty stories from my holidays. Lovely. Lovely. I am a AAA nightmare. Tommy. But no, that was a nightmare. Okay, Ryan. If I win, I would get a collection together to send Keith to you so you could give him the rod so you guys can create amazing. Keith is here. We're going to make a freaking video actually really soon. Keith and I were hanging out. Did you see the van video? Towards the end of the van video, you didn't see Keith. I ended up meeting up with him and going to the bar, having a beer, having some lunch, and I didn't film any of it. But it was the day I was making the van video. I met up with Keith when he was supposed to get his new leg, but obviously that whole kind of bullshit never goes correctly. So he just got fitted for the new leg and then had to go back again and probably had to go back again. I actually should have called him today, but we texted back and forth a little bit. Fernando says, if I was to win the rod, I would give it to my neighbor Jose. He's 72. We always go fishing on the party boat together. We have gone on the Miss Montauk, Captain Davesey, Queen, and countless other party boats all around the beautiful state of New freaking York. I love New York, by the way, and everybody from New York. I used to hate New Yorkers. It's mostly just the Yankees fans, and then I realized New Yorkers are fucking awesome. Countless other party boats. Great guy. I would love to give him something special for Christmas. You asked why we should win something. Maybe because I've been watching your ugly mug for years, and at this point, it wouldn't be Grub's giveaway unless James won something. Gosh darn it, if that wasn't freaking true. You still have a chance, though, James, with the trivia, but you ain't winning with that gosh darn comment, you penis wrinkle. Merry Christmas, says Lopez. If I win, I'll give it to Tom TK, because he's the shit. That's not exactly what he said, but I just kind of like summed that one up. I would love to go cod fishing out in Montauk with one of those rods. I mean, you slam them. You would want the heavy. Guys, if you do want the heavy or the 7.6 spinning rod, 7.6 spinning rod, which is a medium heavy, or the heavy conventional, and you win, as long as we have those back at the shop, we can talk. I kind of just did it the other way just because it's easy. Pilos, if I win the rod, I'll give it to my father. He got me into fishing as a kid. He could have stopped fishing at the age of 14, went on a trip with him 3 years ago, and bam, that's it. I'm hooked like Phoenix. Yep, that's what it is, dude. A bunch of equipment in the mid-90s. Love to give him a new set, and he broke his rod. Oh, you broke his rod as a kid. Sounds like somebody I know. Loves breaking rods. If I won, I would donate it as part of the annual Hathaway Elementary fundraiser. If I won, I would give it to my buddy up in Mass. We worked together in West Virginia. I went up to visit him. We fished the Cape Cod Canal and bought him fish off Block Island in Narragansett. Nice, Eric. Smoking Joe, give it to my grandson who would cherish it for many years to come. But freaking bum he would, Smoking Joe. Semi? I'm gonna freaking butcher your name, bud. I'm terrible with names. Semi. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. I would give it to one of the people I saw randomly when I'm fishing, who doesn't have enough sources to buy a quality lifelong, who didn't have enough to get a piece of equipment right. That's what I said. Basically, he would do with it what we did with it. If I won the spinning rod, I would give it to one of the people I saw randomly when fishing, doesn't have enough source of oh, that's the same comment. We're gonna like them both. We're almost to the comments that were here before. So but this one was new. If I won this rod, I would find a veterans association, make some phone calls to find a veteran with some passion or more passion for the fishing as I do. Get his or her name and have it shipped directly to them. Well, we love veterans, especially a Crafty one. Ralph's a veteran, Dan's a veteran. We very, very much support everyone that's fought to make this country what it is today. From the beginning of the whole thing. And I'm sure there's many more fights to come, whether they be, what they are or something different. Hopefully something different. But that's not anything we're going to talk about today. Lindsay. First of all, I love you. And I love, she said, I love your kind and giving nature. This is incredible. She would give it to her son Garrett with his disabilities. He needs a well-crafted, sturdy rod. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and Taya. This definitely melted my heart a little bit, Linz. I did not know that your son had a disability. And I freaking love you. And I love your support of the channel. And I love what you and Jacob are doing. You guys are amazing. You're two of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my life. All right, Dennis. If I was to win this rod, I would donate to the Special Education Student Holiday Auction, free for students. And we do it each year and for lucky students to win. And the staff donates stuff. That's freaking awesome, Dennis. And also, I love you. I don't think I've seen you in the chat, but I haven't been paying attention for a while. Ryan, if I win, I would give it to you to give to a kid on his first fishing trip. I like that, Ryan. You're the man. Ryan, guys, is like one of my favorite subscribers. He's a huge supporter of the channel. Always comes up with the best trivia questions. Gucci, if I won, I would give it to my dad. He got me into fishing. I would pay him back for the rods and reels he's bought me. That's a good way to go. Paul says happy holidays. The trip was last Monday, guys. So if you did watch the video, it is very, very, very recent. We literally smashed them. If you have the opportunity to get some time to go on the island current when Mother Nature allows you to, or get on the Wisecracking, if Mother Nature allows you to, those two boats this time of year will still be going out the whole month of January, the whole month of February, and they freaking slay. So let them know that we sent you, and go on over to those guys and kill some freaking fish. They literally, both boats are gonna annihilate fish anytime they go out this time of year. The only shitty thing is Mother Nature doesn't really allow it much. No. Plus, we got some. Enrique said he would give it to his son for fishing trips for haddock in the springtime. Ruben said he would give it to his cousin Dave because he's a dedicated fisherman and just joined the Marines. He's super proud of him. The Marines is tough, and I'm proud of every single freaking one of those guys. If I won, I'd give it to my youngest son Trent, who just broke his fishing rod about a month ago, sea bass fishing. That sucks. The wreck won that day. Wormway, I would clearly give it to his younger brother. He wouldn't use it, so when he came home to use it, he'd ask for a fish, and it'd be the freshest around. So basically what Wormway is saying is he would give it to his brother because his brother wouldn't use it, so he would use it to catch his brother fish that they could eat. Mark says, funny Christmas story. A couple years ago, they were in church for this one I remember reading earlier at work at Crafty, and yesterday, and this is a good one. So, funny Christmas story. It was a couple years ago. Me and my family were in church for Christmas Eve Mass, and our church had statues of the saints around the church. My mom had asked my grandma about a few. You know, who's that? That's Paul. Who's that? That's frickin' Peter, bro. A few moments later, after the conversation settled, my grandmother, who is hard of hearing, so she talks pretty freaking loud, in a quiet church, proceeded to tell my mom that Jesus is the man on the cross! As if we didn't know that. And about half the church heard her say that and erupted in laughter. I love that. That is like exactly, like that's the exact kind of story I was looking for. Like funny, embarrassing, great, good laughs. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Mark said if I won the rod, he'd give it to his dad. And he passed on the addiction to me, and unfortunately he missed the entire fall winter season in Jersey from leg surgery. Love the vid. Young man was on fire. I summed that up. Mark rods number 2 and 1. Northwood Shigs, boom, subbed and hit the bell. That's not how you entered the giveaway, homie. I would love to give the rod to a close friend of mine, Mike. He's hardcore pollock fisherman, needed hip surgery, missed out on the fishing this fall, and he's become very close to him, stacking wood, talking fishing. Love to give him the rod, get him out a few times next fall and on some party boats. He would be amped. Ocean State. That's for rod number 1. Merry Christmas, Warmway. Merry Christmas to you, Mo. Steven said most underrated YouTuber out there. I doubt that. I'm sure there's somebody way freaking better than me that has like 10 subscribers right now and then is going to pass me in like 2 months. Cheers to that person. Usually the real underrated ones actually make it. I'm just a average Joe. Let's see. Shit. I just hit a button with the drink. Let me just up the page. Aiden. Glad to see you give back, fellas. To win the rod, I would give it to my dad. He's the one that brought me into fishing, and he's always there for me and make sure I live my life the best way possible. That's what dads should do. Shitty dads don't. Smoking Joe, young gentleman, looks like he's enjoying his new setup. Great job. Great job. That kid is a freaking beast. Like, first of all, when I gave the kid the rod, I'm like, yeah, this kid's gonna, it's gonna be dope. We're gonna get him catching a couple fish. I didn't realize he was gonna outfish like everyone in the back of the gosh darn boat. He was on fire. That kid was on fire. That was like the coolest thing ever. We like give this kid this rod, and he proceeds to just put on a gosh darn freaking show. If you guys haven't like watched the video, do me a favor, watch it later. It's island current fishing this time of year is savage. Savage. Leibowitz. This comment got me good. And first of all, let me tell you a little something about something. Our boy Danny is really good friends with Mo. Our boy Mo, you've seen him in a bunch of videos. Hood Toggers, great dude. Danny's son Max has a disability, and you wouldn't even know it because the kid's just one of the greatest kids on the planet, and he supports this channel more than a lot of people. Like, he's always there, always watching. Both him and his dad. And, during these hard times for me, which wasn't said in any of these friggin' comments, and I was looking for some of this, but I'm gonna put it out there anyways. During some of these really tough times for me, Danny and Max would send Mo with, a couple bucks to help out. Or, the last time Mo came up, he brought me a Sidewinder reel. They've given to the channel a ton. And, Max, I haven't met him yet in person, but every time I FaceTime him, when Mo and I are fishing together, Mo tells me that he'll go and FaceTime all of his buddies, or he'll be playing his video games. He plays a lot of Xbox, and he'll tell everybody that he just talked to Fish and Grubs. And every time I talk to that kid, it melts my freaking heart. So this is what Max said. This is what Mark said about Max. If I won the rod, I would give it to my friend and fellow hood togger, Max. Max was unfortunately dealt a bad hand when he was born. He is on the spectrum. You would never know it because of his love and compassion for life. He loves his family, his dad, and his brother especially when they take him out fishing. And, Max freaking loves fishing. If you ever met Max, his passions are fishing and playing video games. It lights up the world when you talk shop about fishing. And he also enjoys FaceTiming Grubs. And when you see it, you see the happiness it brings to him. I believe he also has seen a ton of the Grubs videos from the bottom of my heart and the rest of the hood toggers, no one deserves this rod more than Max. So, if you guys think Max deserves that, go ahead and go like that comment. Or the other one we got for Max. That's two comments so far for Max. So we got Joshua Rinsdale. Called in the season. I don't feel like going out in these bone-chilling temps next year. I'm planning on getting the Cape more often for haddock. Josh, I hate to say this, but you need some bibs. Everybody, all you guys on the ocean, like, I get it, you know. You like your ocean gear, but if you want to stay warm in the wintertime, even on the ocean, you got to wear ice fishing stuff. I'm so sorry. And you know, fucking, I'm being, like, sponsored by Grundens these days, so if you use the code GRUBS20 at Grundens.com, you'll save money, but Grundens aren't going to save you from the cold, okay? That's just not going to happen. You need to get ice fishing bibs. First of all, most of the ice fishing bibs float these days, which is something that your Grundens will never do. And that's it. Get your goddamn ice fishing bibs and stop bitching. So sorry. Next, James. Funny holiday story. Back in 2013, my wife raved about my mother-in-law's cooking ahead of our first Thanksgiving as a couple. This is already sounding really bad. All is going well, but a bit into the day, smoke starts billowing out of the oven. The turkey is fully on fire at this point. That's not the funny part. She really is a good cook. But ever since that year, I show up with a fire extinguisher and set it next to the stove. Everything. You suck, dude. God damn it, James. You're still not winning. You did make me laugh, though. God damn it! Oh, okay. What did I just do? Frig, Ricky. I totally changed the screen. Stop. Come on now. This is fun as hell. Sorry, guys. Sorry it's taking so long. Let's see. We're here. James, you're the man. Danny, he would give the spinning rod to his son. His son is Max. With his disability, no fish is ever easy, but he makes it look that way. Pure joy in every fish he catches. That's 3 votes for Max, guys. Definitely, like I said, go on over to the video, like some of these comments, and let me know who you think deserves these rods the most. Whether they made you laugh or made you want to cry. You know, depending on which rod it is. And then after we give the rods away, after we're almost done with all the comments, after we give these rods away, the 3, then we're going to do the trivia. So make sure you're friggin' here, because only the 27 people that are still here have a chance of winning it. All right. Michael says, I'm blessed, not had any horror stories for the holidays. And that's the comment I was talking about earlier, guys. Anyone want to call Michael DeVito out with a BS? I do believe your family's probably pretty awesome, but bro, holidays suck. Whether it be, you know, the beforehand or the afterhand or the this or the that. I worked in the restaurant industry for a long time. After the holidays, suck. Every single one. Every single holiday, everybody goes out, spends a lot of money, and then for the next like week and a half, everyone in the restaurant industry makes dick. And it sucks. Just so you know. So if you go out after the holidays, like directly after the holidays, hook it up. Because life sucks for anybody that's working right after the holidays as a server or a bartender or any of that. Anyways, next up, it's because nobody has any friggin' money after holidays because they're, anyways. I would give the rod to a wounded warrior service member, which is, I mean, that's a good one. Wounded Warriors group in San Diego. That's another Michael. Michael used to live here. He misses the cod fishing. Jumbo cod and haddock from out here. Smoking Joe, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, MFer. Double headers all day. That's right. This is before all the shit. Let's go all the way up to the top. We'll do a quick refresh. See if there's any new ones. Slamming, salmon. Because Jacob was there for a second. He probably didn't come over. He doesn't need a gosh darn rod. Honestly, through the year, fishing from... yeah, that's everything. Sort by, let's try it again. Newest first. Max wins. Belinda says Max wins. We do have a couple more comments. There was one Christmas from Ryan. I worked on an accident. 4 people died. 2 people lost their heads because the hood came through the window. And the other 2 on the car also died. Jesus Christ, that's not funny. Holy shit, Ryan. Yeah, guys, Ryan's a EMT, so he's been through some shit. That's not what we were looking for. Frig, that's like some true crime shit. I hate that stuff. I love horror movies. I hate true crime. It's too goddamn real. I don't like it. All right, Peter says, Merry Christmas. Whew. Let's get past that shit. Jesus Christ, Ryan. Head's gone. My Christmas horror stories. Back when I was 8 years old, all I wanted was my basement to be turned into this really cool game playroom. I was writing up blueprints, planning out the basement for months. I was going to install this 25-foot long shark tank on one wall. Christmas morning came. As I rushed downstairs with my brother to see what Santa, I knew at the time Santa wasn't real, but my brother still believed, had brought us. We dug through all the presents, and all of them had his name on it. Not one was for me. I asked my parents, what the frick? And I don't know, Peter, that's weird. I knew they were up to something big. So I stood patiently with a hint of excitement in my eyes. My brother opened presents. He started showing off all of his gifts to me. Hey, you're a little bitch! And keep cool, knowing that whatever my parents were planning was bound to be amazing. Not a minute after my brother opened his last gift, my father came over to me and handed me a small but heavy box. For you, son, he said with a grin. I slowly and carefully opened the box, ready for the best Christmas present of my freaking life. It was my dad's hammer from the garage, poker face, my mind blank. Son, we're going to take that hammer and build you that basement you've always wanted. A rush of emotions swelled. I had no presents, no basement. I'd been cheated. I took the hammer, wound up, and sailed it across the room through the window into the brisk winter morning. Spent the rest of Christmas Day repairing the window myself. Never got the basement either. Fuck. That is a goddamn good story, Peter. Okay, so I feel like there's one I missed, because the one that made me laugh the most yesterday, I don't think we went over today, and I can't find it, and I like should have taken a freaking screenshot. If it got deleted by YouTube, I'll be really pissed. Maybe I went over it and I'm just fucking 1.5 drinks deep. Yours isn't here either, Jerry. That's right. Yours is funny as hell. You are right, Jerry. You are right, but yours didn't win. Oh, here's yours, Jerry. Embarrassing moments. Fred's trying to call. What a piece of shit. Let's message him on Facebook. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, have mercy. Have mercy! Fred, we're live right now, you moron. Where is he? There he is. I freaking talked to Fred Morgan. We are live on Shit, I spelled YouTube wrong. Oh, God. YouTube right now. What the frig, Ricky? What the was that? Oh my God. What the I don't remember my password. God damn it. Whatever, Fred, you suck. Anyways, Smoky Joe, Russian hackers. You're right. Definitely seems like Max won. Yeah, Max probably won. Listen, we'll go over that later. We're still reading comments. Okay, Jerry. Well, for the most embarrassing moment, and this is a good one, guys, so pay attention. Junior year, high school. They had a party the night before Thanksgiving. And guys, the night before Thanksgiving, debauchery always ensues. I have so many good stories. I got punched in the face. I was blacked out fucking drunk the night before Thanksgiving. And I don't get blackout drunk often. And I got blackout drunk. I don't remember anything from the first bar to the second bar. Like, I remember taking shots and shots of whiskey and whiskey and whiskey. Alone. We're not carp fishing right now. Anyways, I was went to the second bar, and the rest was just told to me until I came to. So I went to the second bar. Everything was great. Blah blah blah. Drank more. Whatever. Night before Thanksgiving. Debauchery. Went back to my buddy's van. My buddy Aaron Moody, I believe. We were going to his van, and Moody is the shit. And my boy Christian was hammered drunk and started giving this other dude a bunch of shit, right? And so I get in the van, and this kind of shit only happens to me, right? So I get in the van, sit in the seat, whatever. Christian gives this kid a bunch of hell, gets in the van. Dude comes up to the van, opens up my door, sucker punches me right in the fucking face. And, like, what the absolute fuck? Like, really sucker punches me in the face, and I have no idea. It means nothing to me because I'm hammered, blackout drunk. And then we go to a party, started playing Beirut or whatever. Like, I came to playing beer pong at a party, and my lips fat as shit, and I'm like, what is wrong? What just happened? And everybody told me the story up until then. And so, yeah. So that's what happens. And it was some, like, douchebag kid that, like, started fights with freaking everybody, too. And, like, Christian is, like, the last person anyone starts a fight with. He's, like, the sweetest kid in the world. Anyways. So, the night before Thanksgiving, Jerry, not to digress and tell my story before yours, because mine's better. My now wife and I were supposed to go out, but her mother decided, no, sir. Been there. In hindsight, she was a lot smarter than I give her credit at the time. I think her mom is who he's talking about. So, being in a bad mood, he drank heavily. Sounds like old school Jerry. Definitely not new school Jerry. The party went on 4 to 5 hours. When we left, I got a ride. Smart enough not to drive. Also, Jerry, usually smart enough not to drive, except recently with his sleepiness, and he fell asleep at the wheel. Scott, everybody's falling asleep at the wheel lately. Anyways, and on the way home, we stopped at McDonald's, where many kids had gathered from both teams. Yeah, that's not good. Before the big game, soon a brawl ensued. Well, more like a drunken fast food melee. The air was full of burgers, shakes, and fries. People ran for cover. The ground spackled with food, and cars dripped with shakes and soda. Suddenly, flashing lights and sirens echoed off the surrounding buildings. But they were not getting me. I crawled under the delivery truck and hid. When my friends finally found me, I was covered in food, grease, and oil. Now it was time to go home when my mother was prepping for Thanksgiving with Grandma and the aunts. So they took me home, rang the doorbell, and left me to collapse on my poor mother's floor. Now, of course, I don't remember any of this beyond the start of I drank heavily. But I have confirmed with several sources that this is pretty much what happened. God damn it, Jerry, I love you, but because you're one of my best friends, you can't win this rod. Let's see if we can find the other one. It was from yesterday. Did I say it? No. Todd, David, couple stories, awesome idea. 4th of July. This is the one. Dave. I don't know how I went past this comment, but it's one of my favorites that I read yesterday. One of the first few comments made on the video once the video ended and people understood the rules, because people commented a couple times before. But this is a 4th of July story. So picture yourself on a beach, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 4th of July. It's hot as hell. And the beach is probably absolutely packed because if nothing, the masses just have to be together on one of these crazy holidays, right? And so, like, the beach is just loaded more than it's ever loaded most of the year because it's a freaking holiday, right? So we just gotta, like, go hard or go home, correct? 4th of July. It's 1989. I'd feel a little bit like more for you if it was like in the 90s, the 80s. I mean, I guess it's still one of the times. The 50s, it would have been funny too. But anyways, he was surf fishing. So fishing at the time. And a wave knocked him down and took off completely his swimming trunks. And he had no idea where they went. So picture this, right? You're fishing, you got a rod, you got shit like on you that you need to like hold on to while you go back to your car, and your swimming trunks just got ripped away by a gosh darn wave. What are you gonna do on the 4th of July? Well, to say it was hard to get out of the water bare ass naked in front of 100 beachgoers that day is an understatement. He ran his ass to the car as fast as he could, rod in hand, or both rods in hand. That one, honestly, yesterday, I laughed my balls off when I read that one. And I'm sorry, but that's gotta be one of the most embarrassing things. Like, how many of you... You know, you always hear that, like, oh, I was like, I had a dream. I was naked in front of a bunch of people. Homie was naked in front of a ton of people that were not also naked. I've been naked in front of a shitload of people, but everybody else was also naked. And we're not going to get into that story, but, and I'm talking like 300 plus. But, like, anyways, I digress. Dave was the only one on the beach that day nude. Nude. All right, guys, let's hear it. Let's freaking hear it, guys. I want to hear who's winning these gosh darn rods. I'm going to refresh this one more time. Let's see. We're going to sort again by the newest, just to make sure. Oh, we forgot to win. We forgot to fucking do Tommy's. Pedro said something about a scary. Oh, scary. Gosh darn it! What did I just do? Scary holiday story happened to me on Christmas Day, like exactly 1 year ago. I was working on a delivery for edible arrangements. I left home early since I wanted to go home and spend some time with my family. It was raining at the time. I drove onto the park in Brooklyn here. I don't know what that means. So bridge maybe. I'd say it's a bit narrow and a couple of curves, maybe some sort of crazy roadway. The other drivers and myself were driving approximately 40 miles per hour in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. But later I remembered that my tires were no good. I ended up smashing into the driver at 40 miles an hour, spun, and blocked all the lanes under the Verrazano Bridge, and saw the oncoming traffic, including the big trucks. All I could do was get into the fetal position while sitting with my seatbelt on. Fortunately, they were able to stop, but I saw my light flash before my eyes. Holy shit! I came out without a scratch, but it was definitely freaking scary. I kind of got to pee, guys, and then we're going to go over Tommy's, and then we're going to pick the winners. All right, friggers. Let's read Tommy's. And then I'm going to tell the story of Tommy's rod. So this one is to the guys that deserve to win the rod themselves. And I nominated Tommy because of a story that happened on the Island Current when I first started mating. I was very green. And needless to say, I don't think it was either one of our faults. But it still happened. And I still owe Tommy a rod. This one time at Tog Band Camp, aboard the infamous... Let me start that again. This one time at Tog Band Camp, aboard the infamous Island Current, as Todd was learning the ropes, literally, I had my back turned while the boys were spreading those anchors tight. Well, lo and behold, I hear a snap, pop, boom! Knowing there were 10 possible rods on the rail for the anchor line to catch onto, surely it had to be mine. With my super luck, when I do finally turn around, 3 minutes later, I witnessed the sight of my beautiful Rod Geek 733 Custom snapped in 3. That was gifted to him by Joe Mole. Apparently, when Todd was shaking out the anchor line, it caught my snafu, and bye-bye Tog Slaying Machine. And that's why I should be blessed by one of those sexy Crafty 1 custom rods. Now, because Tommy didn't see what happened, here's my side of the story. It's pretty much exactly what he said. We didn't really have to shake out the anchor lines. They just kind of like flowed through. Like we would let them just flow through our hands. I would wear like these rubber gloves, and the anchor line would every once in a while kind of like flip up a little bit. Tommy's line was kind of like slightly like hung over the rail, like dangling where it normally would dangle, and the rope flipped up and caught his hook. And I mean, it literally, with the force of the anchor going out, like people will lose their limbs, you know what I mean? The rod just, it was a millisecond. The rod bent over completely and just snapped in half. It was just immediate. Like there was nothing The only way that wouldn't have happened if his hooks were like completely like on the other side somewhere, like, you know what I mean? It like was so perfect. It just like came up and caught his hook, snap, gone, bye, see you later. And I still feel like a penis wrinkle to this day. So, guys, go vote on Tommy's comment if you think he should be the one that wins the other conventional reel. What do you guys think? I mean, we got some freaking good stories. I think there are two people that I think deserve the rod the most. Max being one of them, and Pedro being the other. I think those two guys actually hit home on the heart category. Max, not himself, but the stories about Max. So that is rod number 1. So let me know what you guys think's Max or Pedro. And I think I got a lot of votes for Max. I'm actually gonna switch out of this shit for now and come on over to the chat, and you guys are all up in here. What's up, Jerry? Jerry, I gotta come up. I haven't even set up my hardwire stuff yet. I gotta come up. I actually have a rod I want to build too. Yeah. Anyways, if I had gas money, I would come up tomorrow. Actually, I wouldn't. I'm working like all week. Things are. I believe I'm working all week. Things are looking good. We got the new Jobski. Okay, so let's look at our notes. We got. Let's see, rods. Let's. The funny holiday stories. And there's some good holiday stories, guys. Who do you think? Because I think all of you agree that Max is going to win the fucking rod. Is there anyone that doesn't agree that Max is going to win the rod? God damn it, Pedro. You're going to make me cry. Oh, my goodness. Pedro, you're a freaking sweetheart. All right, so Max gets rod number 1. The spinning rod is officially Max's. Crafty one. Maxie boy, this one's going to you. We'll either ship it to you or actually I'll try and meet up with the boys maybe on Tuesday. I believe I'm actually working on Tuesday, so after work I can meet up with the boys and send this rod home for you, Max. I don't know if Mo's going to be there, but I know Mark's going to be there and a couple of the other guys. So that rod's for you, Max. All right, let's get to the funny stuff, because if we keep talking about fucking Max, I'm going to cry because I freaking love him. All right, so funny stories. I think there's some really good ones. The horror stories. I think Jerry's is too good. But screw Jerry, because I'm building him a rod as we speak. As soon as we open back up, Jerry's getting a freaking custom that I'm going to make him. So even though he made me laugh really freaking hard, screw that guy. I think the 4th of July story is probably one of my favorites. What do you guys think about funny stories? Most of you guys that are still here have been through this whole thing. So Pedro is a fucking legend. Vote for Pedro! I've always wanted that shirt. Vote for Pedro. Alright, I'm refreshing. Let's see if we get extra likes on some of these things. because you guys in the chat are being dicks and not giving me any sort of info. Max is you better be happy, Max. I freaking love you, bro. I love you, and thank you for your support. You are one of my favorite people ever, and we need to hang out soon, dude. We gotta hang out. Let's see. See if we got any extra likes. Basement. Peter's got 2 likes. Or yeah, I wrote you down here. Peter has 2 likes. So check for the hammer. That's a fantastic story. So I'm circling that one. You guys want to hear that one again? The horror story. He was 8 years old. He got the hammer given to him as a goddamn gift, and his dad was like, "Yeah, we're gonna build like the basement of your dreams." And then he was like, "Fuck you, Dad!" And he threw the hammer through the window, and you never got the basement. And you never got the hammer. So, Peter, that was fantastic. Look for some extra light. Holiday experience for Pilos. Worst holiday experience. During Christmas, we went upstate. That was the blizzard. 30 minutes, his car breaks down. Brother had to drive into the snow. Lost control of the car. 6 hours. Tow truck. You know, that one. That's a good one, too. Pilos, I wrote you down. You got fucking 4 likes on that one, huh? Where the fuck are you? Oh, there you are. 4X. Check marks. Pilos. You guys like that story. I would give it my grandson 2 likes. Reason why I deserve the rod, Ocean State says, with the girls. That one was funny. So you got a check mark. Speaking of the vans, that's the Halloween story from Smoking Joe's with the cows that I screwed up. You got a check mark for an extra like. Right now, dude, I can't believe it, but Pilos is winning right now. 4 likes for the Pilos. He's got people coming in. Michael DeVito's got 2 likes on that. Somebody else like the most underrated YouTuber out there. That should have 1 million likes. Totally kidding. Let's see. Oh, Mark Leibowitz. Yep, that's got Danny. We already talked about that. Jerry's got 2 likes. Frig you, Jerry. Danny's got the dinner date story. That one made me laugh so hard. Is that everything? Sorry, I'm just trying to rip through these comments real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. Because again, it's just totally up to me. I don't even give a shit what you guys say. For the first time ever, I always just do what the computer tells me to do. Is that it? I think we went through all the comments, guys. I'm not sure. Ryan Smith, what's up, bub? Merry Christmas. What's up, Dirty South? Okay. Funny story, Danny. Bye. Honestly, funny story funny story, guys, I think is between the dude that literally had to be naked in front of hundreds of people on the beach on the 4th of July because his freaking bathing suit got ripped away from his shit while he was surf casting. Because that literally made me laugh my balls off. Danny's story was really good too, but they already won a rod, so I can't give 2 rods to Danny. Let's go ahead and give that rod to homie with the hilarious story. I mean, that literally made me laugh so hard. So freaking hard. Which one was that? Let's go back there. Wait. What happened to Peters? He had 2 likes. Now he's only got 1. What the freak's going on here? Peter's story was really good with the hammer. I do like Peter's too. But just being naked in front of that many people. Yeah, Peter's got 2. Being naked in front of that many people. And I read that one late. That was a late read. What do you guys think? Should we give it to Pete? Should we do the hammer? Should we give it to the hammer? Hammer or not the hammer? Hammer or fucking or nudie man? Hammer or nudie man? Everyone saw his pencil papa. I don't even know what the fuck that means, Tommy. Okay, now I know what it means. You had to say Chub Mac, and then I got it. Naked dude. Gregory says naked dude. Ocean State says nudie man. All right, nudie man wins. I don't think he's in the chat today, so let's comment on his comment. I'll be like, text 607-449-3322. He'll be like, somebody's spamming you, bro. That shit is like never ending, dude. I can't believe that shit hasn't happened on this video. Every time I say giveaway on a video, I get the spam, like, text 447 or 822. Lick my balls. Oh, man. Why is this always so hard to find? What was his name again? Dave. Got him. You won. Exclamation point. Everyone agrees. Exclamation point. I don't need to be capitalized. Get me your information on Instagram or Facebook. And, yeah, we'll give him some, Lara D says give him some swim trunks, too. Oh, my God, that's good. Crankbait says Belinda. God damn it. Pedro says get him some suspenders. Linda says, get him undies, I'll take the rod. You freaking guys kill me. All right. So we got those 2, and then we gotta do the who deserves it the most. So who deserves it the most? Who made us laugh the most? I think it goes between probably Belinda for making up a bunch of bullshit. That was hilarious. Was it Belinda? That comment? That was just like a bunch of jargon that I couldn't hold myself back from laughing at. Or Tommy, who really actually fucking deserves the rod, and the story's funny. Although I do love you, Belinda. You've won a bunch of shit. But you do know how to make a grub laugh. I'll give you that. Let's find your comment again. Oh, no, it wasn't you. but that one was good. If I want to use it for fishing the fish and the fish and the fish and the fish. Who was the other one that made me laugh really good? Linda, rod 3. Who's Tommy was rod 3, right? Elias, rod 3. No, because Elias was like fucking not funny. He just made me want to give it to him because he. Who else was rod? Carl. Carl was rod 3. God damn it. I wish I had like somebody here tonight to help me. This sucks. Being the only person sucks. I can't see what you guys are saying when I'm like doing other shit. Whatever. Where is Gar? Like, need to be able to look like Todd with a new rod. Was that Carl? Somebody made me laugh pretty good, and I can't remember who it was. You sons of bitches. Who was it? What was the freaking story? It was like a bunch of bullshit. Oh, it was James. No, you can't win, James. I already said that. Fuck you. It's Tommy's. It's totally Tommy's. It was James talking a bunch of bullshit, and I laughed my balls off. Where is it? I'll find the comment. Stupid. Oh, was that the fire extinguisher? No. No. What's the other one? James made. Where is it? God damn it. I think Tommy's gonna win this one. I literally broke his rod into 3 pieces, so. I can't find any damn comment. Oh. Yep, it was James. He said, "You asked me why we should win something? Maybe because I've been watching your ugly mug for years at this point, and it wouldn't be a Grubs giveaway unless James won something." That was it. Aiden, take it easy. Merry Christmas. Tommy, fuck you. I'm giving you this rod because I love you. And I know you are going to absolutely destroy fish on it. And Crafty is gonna be stoked when you post a bunch of pictures on it, because you're literally one of the best fishermen I know, and I snapped your rod into a bunch of pieces, and I still owe you because this rod's definitely not worth what that rod was worth. I mean that rod was gifted to you by another one of the greatest fishermen I've ever met. And I don't even know what the context was, and I still feel like a giant piece of shit because of it, but giving you this rod, I kind of feel a tiny bit better, and I'm super glad you came here today, and I freaking love every single one of you bastards. Damn it! Get me your information. Tommy, we could probably meet up, unless you want me to ship this thing to you. We could probably meet up next time you're in Rhode Island. Let me just make sure I got everything correct. Max, I'm going to get you the rod. Maybe I can get it to the boys on Tuesday. So let's see if that can happen. If not, we'll get it shipped out to you. Tommy, I can either give it to the Hood Togger crew or hold on to it. Hit me up. Let me know. I'll text you, whatever. That's so funny. I didn't even like think about that story until I said like really funny story. I was like literally live talking about funny stories of why somebody would actually deserve to win this freaking rod from me. And I was like, you know who would actually like really deserve it because of a really funny story is Tommy. And then you hopefully somebody texted you and told you to get your ass over here. I totally understand that, Tommy. You would have whooped some ass, but also you are one of the kindest souls I've ever met. So I don't know if that would have happened because unless it was some piece of shit. I can't really see you doing that because you're just fucking an amazing human. So we got Max, we got Tommy, and then we got oh shit, we still have the fucking last rod to give away. I forgot about that. That's a trivia rod. So we got Max, Tommy, and who was the other one? Peter. What was it, Peter? Shit, I circled it right. Damn it. Whatever. We'll put Nudie Guy. And then Nudie Guy. Nudie Guy, get back to me with your information. And we'll ship that out to you. Tommy, let me know what you want me to do with it. If you do want us to ship it to you, I'll just ship it to you. And Max, hopefully I can get it to somebody that's going to get it to you on Tuesday. Tommy, I could, again, like I said, we could probably get it to one of those guys as well. Now, we still have one more spinning rod to get rid of, MFers. And there's only 21 of you in here. So that leaves 21 of you that can win this last rod. Because it's going to be a trivia gosh darn question. And the funny thing is it's going to have nothing to do with saltwater fishing. I love my boy Ryan, one of my favorite subscribers here on the channel, and he always comes up with the coolest questions for the giveaways. And today's trivia question is going to be one of my most viewed videos of all time. One of my most viewed video subjects of all time. Like, if I was to look at all of my most viewed videos, I would find this in the subject title over and over and over again. And it's got a shitload of views. And it's just this silly thing I bought because I needed something. And it got a lot of views. YouTube is a weird bitch. She's a weird bitch. And so that's just a hint to answer this question, okay? To get you guys the last spinning rod. Now, tell me, what is the fish finder that I use on the ice? The first person to answer correctly, fully, like the full fucking answer in the chat wins. That's it. You can find it in probably 10 different titles that are all in my Helix what? You're close, SM, but you have not got it. That is not the complete answer. Friggin' close, SM. Smoking Joe, got it. Nope. I think. You guys are like messing up the. Are you guys drunk? Or is it just me? Yeah, SM got it. SM got it. Perfect. Yeah. G3N. G3N. SM got the full thing. Hummingbird Helix G3N. Smoking Joe, you messed up the G3N. You put 3GN. Ocean State, you were way off. And William, you put 3GN as well. So we're going to give it to SM, who had the Helix to start, knew exactly what he was talking about, just didn't put the G3N. Hummingbird Helix 7, sorry, G3N. So I guess nobody really got it, but we're going to give it to SM. SM, you win. You did hit that. Hummingbird Helix, you were right on, and then you actually got the G3N. I know, guys, I know. Smoking Joe, you were really close. You let the you let your butterflies get the best of you. If you took an extra second, you would have got that son of a bitch. You would have gotten it. I feel bad. SM, you got it. You got it, SM. You didn't put the 7, but you got at least the G3N. That's really what I was looking for. Because I did do a video saying 7 or 5. So I did F with Ocean State. That's why you put the 5 there. Because I did do a 7 or 5 video. But it was the G3N. That's what I was really looking for. G3N. That friggin' stupid thing has made me more money on YouTube than almost any other thing I've ever done. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's one of those weird things. If I had the money, I'd get probably the new one every year just to make the video on it. But I don't have the money to do any of that sort of shit. In fact, I don't have the money to do goddamn anything, or I'd be creating a ton of content for you guys. But luckily we have, you know, our boys like Ralph donating these rods so we can do this kind of stuff for all of you guys, because without all of you we wouldn't be here today, and I freaking love you. We should music for Darbass this summer. Jerry, you're gonna have to make some sort of sense. I don't even know what that friggin' means. We should do a video this summer using him for a dog pass. Was that speak to text or something? It's just completely different statements. SM, get me your address and whatnot. If you are not in this country, though, we're going to have a talk. But in the country, we're good. Just get me your address. We'll get you that rod shipped out to you. SM. SM, Nudie Guy, Max, and Tommy, you are the friggin' winners. Merry Christmas, everybody. As much as I am not a holiday guy, I'm so glad to have all of you here today. Because, yeah, Taya's up in upstate New York, and I've been just sitting here doing all sorts of these sort of things, you know? So, SD says he's going to stop by the shop. Fantastic. That's dope. SD... And that's the spinning rod. Medium heavy. 7 foot. We do not open until February, SD. So, SM, SD. Why do I keep saying S at D? What the fuck is wrong with me? SM, we don't open until February, but we'll get her done. If you want it earlier, let me know. But if not, we'll see you in February. I fucking love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Where's the shop located? In Portsmouth, Rhode Island, Enrique. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm gonna get going. It's late. It's not really that late, but I'm hungry and I'm gonna have something to eat. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. We'll catch you on the next one. Fish on. I always have trouble ending this thing. You guys rock. Pedro, I love you.